What's up, yogis? 5 days, 5 poses, day 2. You're already 20% of the way there. Good for you. Today is a little more movement based in part on what we did on day 1. Let's do it. All right, 5 days, 5 poses, 5 times. Day 2, let's get busy. We're gonna move a little bit today, so you wanna have some space behind you, top of the mat, front of the room, corner of the gym, whatever you're up to. Let's find mountain pose, feet together, neutral pelvis, shoulders up, back, and down, palms forward. One really big breath to get us started, in through the nose. Fill up your stomach and your lungs. Biggest breath of the day, sip at the top. 1 little extra ounce of air, and then let it all go. And let's get started. Hands on hips. We're gonna bend our knees, shift a little bit to the left, kind of like the chair we did, and then slowly, carefully, right leg goes behind us as we shift a little weight forward. Plant that foot, shift, turn to the side of your space. Wide-legged forward fold. This is number 1. Hinging at the hips, back is straight. Forward fold. Hopefully you're reaching the ground with your hands. If not, you may need a block or something for pose number 2. So let's hold this for just a second. Feel the stretch. We want a straight, flat back. We're not rounding because we're about to twist. Left hand down, right under your face. Push. Lead with the right elbow, and then twist as you reach the right arm high. Your hips may want to chase this. Try to pull them back to make this a real twist. Straight arm at the top, straight arm at the bottom, one straight line from one wrist to the other. That's the plan here. Might not happen the first time, but we're going to do it 4 more times. So you'll get your chance. Sweep it down, reach it up, toes point out. Big breath, star pose. This is a pose, believe it or not. Engage everything, reach. Engage the quads, engage the shoulders. Reach, 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 fan the fingers out. And now, numero tres, goddess pose. Squat down. We're gonna go hands to center for now, but you can do what you want with them. Toes point out, heels point in. We're as low as we can go without bending forward. So your back is still straight and your shoulders are pretty much above your hips. Remembering to breathe. Hold on here for a minute. We're warming up those quads. And 5th and last pose, flying monkey to the back, collapsing or compressing onto the right side. Shift, straighten the left leg, and bend deeply into the right. Your heel might be up the first time or every time. It doesn't really matter. Flying monkey really has a flat heel and the toes of the straight leg turning out. And then you may need to counterbalance a little bit like me here so you don't fall back, or you may do prayer hands or wrap it up because you're fancy. Whatever you want to do. It's your pose. Remembering to breathe, big stretch on the adductor and the hamstring of the straight leg. That's 5. We're going to repeat it on the other side. Shift it nice and easy forward, hands down, feet together. Inhale, rise up, hands on hips. Squatting down, sort of like the chair pose. Shift a little weight to the right, and then nice and easy, left leg back, body leans forward. Slowly plant that foot. Turn to the opposite side of the mat, 2 straight legs, forward fold. You're gonna get the VIP view here. Flat back as we hinge at the hips and lean over with the shoulders. You might need a block or a stack of books or something here, whatever, it doesn't matter. When you're ready, we're gonna plant the right hand, push, reach the left elbow, and then the left arm for the twist. Aiming eventually for a straight line between one wrist and the other. If you feel like you're really moving your hips, try to pull them back into place. And then sweep it down, reach it up. Star pose. Toes go out, heels go in. Feels like we're just standing up here, but we should be engaging. Neutral pelvis, quads are working. arms are working, fingertips fan out. And when we're even from the other side, goddess, squat down, drive the knees away from one another, hips low, shoulders over hips, as low as you can be without bending forward. For 3, big breath, 2, big breath, 1. When you're even on both sides, let's shift it. Stay low and shift it to the back. Straight right leg. Maybe your heel comes up. That's no big deal for now. Eventually, we'd like that heel to be flat and our body kind of goes between or inside of that bent knee rather. And if you need to counterbalance or do something funky with your hands, maybe even reach back and brace, that's cool. Modify it your way. I mean, you're kind of a big deal. You're already on your second day. Make your own decisions. When we're even on both sides, we're going to shift it forward. That's 20% of the way there. Feet together, rising up, nice and easy. Let's do it again. There's no warm-up here because the movement is the warm-up. Maybe this time we'll go a little bit deeper, twist a little bit farther, bend the knees, shift a little to the left, nice and easy. Right leg goes back. Don't clunk into it. Try to have some control here. It's like a way of sneaking in another pose. And then turning to the side of the mat. 2 straight legs, 2 parallel feet. Maybe a little bit wider this time if you want. Hinging at the hips. Forward folding. Flat back as low as we can go. Maybe that's not very low. Who cares? Remember, the flat back keeps our pelvis tilted away. That anterior type tilt, which gives us the hamstring stretch. If you're getting all rounded here, you're giving up on some of the stretch, so don't cheat. When you're ready, left hand down right in front of the face. Don't get scrunched up here. Drive away, lift the right elbow, reach up with the right arm. Little better twist this time. Remember to bring your left hip back if it's starting to shift over with the tension of your spine. Reaching up for 3, 2, 1, sweep it down, reach up, star pose. Toes go out, heels go in. Everything's engaged. Shoulders, biceps, triceps, forearms, fingers, core, quads, and hands heart center. Down into this goddess pose, as low as you can go without bending over. Maybe you need to brace a little bit here. That's cool. No big deal. If you want a challenge, lift one heel, lift the other heel, lift both heels. Since we're already low, we're going to go flying monkey to the back. Right side, shift it, lift it. Left leg straight, turning the toes back. Try not to poke this knee in. It's not great for the knee. Keep the knee pointing up as the body goes between. Should be a little bit deeper this time, a little bit more compressed. Hands go wherever, even if you have to hold the mat, it's cool. And that's it, the first half of the second round. Let's shift it, step it up, nice and easy, rise up. I know you've been waiting for this view, so let's not waste any time. Bend the knees, shift a little bit to the right. Nice and slow, left foot back. Shift a little weight forward, stepping it down, turning to the opposite side of the mat, 2 straight legs, 2 parallel feet, hands on hips, hinging at the hips, flat back, forward folding, down as far as you can. Maybe you're getting pretty far. Maybe you can see between your legs. Remember to breathe. Keep that butt pointed away like you're pulling your tailbone in this direction. And this time, we'll go right hand down, press, reach, left arm up. Remember, your hip might want to pull, so pull it back into place if you have to. Use the press off the mat to help the twist as you reach the opposite arm. Hopefully a straight line from one wrist to the next. And then we'll sweep it down and reach it up. Star pose. Engage. Don't cheat here. Engage the quads. Press the feet into the mat. Neutral pelvis. Core engaged. Shoulder blades back and down. Quads working the whole time. Biceps, triceps, fingertips, and goddess pose. Down as low as you can without knocking your knees in and without bending forward. That might not be very low. That doesn't really matter. Breathe here for just a second. Big inhale, big exhale. Keep driving the knees apart. And when you're ready, we'll stay low and shift it to the back of the mat. Flying monkey. Maybe you got to kind of settle in to get that heel down. Or maybe the heel never goes down. Doesn't matter. Remember to breathe. Hang out here as long as you want. Press pause. This is a great stretch. But I got to keep moving, so let's bring it back to the top of the space. Feet together. 2 down, 3 to go. Nice and easy. Catch our breath if we need to. Shake it out if we need to. I don't really need to. I'm just doing it for you guys. Hands on hips. Shifting a little bit to the left. Right leg back slow. Maybe counterbalance by shifting your chest forward a little bit. Set that foot down. Turn it all to the side. 2 straight legs, 2 parallel feet. Maybe a little wider this time. Hinging at the hips. Forward fold. Remember to breathe. Reach behind. If you think you're cool, make some little modifications that work for you. Hold yourself up if you need to. Remember to breathe. It's a great stretch for the hamstrings. And when you're ready, we'll press the mat or the block or whatever right in front of our face. Push. Don't crunch your shoulders in this one. And reach. Lead with the elbow. Let the arm follow. Remember to breathe. Keep looking. Get your cervical spine involved by turning to try to look up and see that top thumb. And now we'll sweep it and reach it. Star pose, be a star. Engage everything you can. Neutral pelvis. Core is working, arms are working, legs are working. And let's bring it down. Goddess pose. Maybe a little something with the arms to keep our shoulders back. So you can rest them on your hands, make a little mudra, flap your wings. Whatever works for you, but don't lean forward. If you're leaning forward, you need to come out a little bit. Shoulder blades still up, back, and down like they are pretty much all the time in yoga. And since we're already low, let's go. Back of the mat, flying monkey. Okay to be holding yourself up, but challenge to push back and really compress into the right side. Toes of the straight leg are pointing back like you're externally rotating that thigh. And when you're feeling good and you're ready to make it happen, let's do the other side. Bring it all forward. Rise up nice and easy. Fix your clothing if you need to. When you're ready, hands on hips, shifting a teeny bit to the right. Left leg back. Set that foot down and then turn it all to the opposite side of the mat. 2 straight legs, 2 parallel feet, hinging at the hips, forward fold. Hold it for a couple of breaths. This is a fantastic stretch for both hamstrings, especially with the angle of our hips. Again, if you start to tuck, then you're going to give up the stretch. So point that butt back. Remember to breathe. You can always mess with your width here. If you want to be lower, bring the feet out. If you want to be higher, bring the feet up. Right hand down, right in front of the face. Press and reach. Lead with the elbow. Left arm up. Try to keep the hips where they were. Little twist, turn the head too, so you get the neck involved in this. 3, 2, 1. Sweep it, reach it, toes out, heels in. Star pose. Don't cheat. You still want to engage. And let's bring it down. Goddess. Again, maybe something with your arms here. to keep your shoulder blades together so you're not bending forward. Knees out, toes out. Try to tuck that tailbone. It's going to be really hard because of where your femur bones are, but try to tuck it under. Shoulders above hips, hands wherever. And since we're already low, let's make it a flying monkey. Try to drop that heel if you can, pointing that left knee away and up, not in. Remember to breathe. Aim for a straight spine, but probably not a vertical spine. And we're like 3/5 of the way there, folks. Let's finish strong. Back to the top of the space. Rise up. Nice and easy. Big breath. A big exhale. Let's shift it to the left and step the right back. Nice and easy. Right. Shift side of the mat. Straight back, hinging at the hips. Forward fold. Low as you can go. This time, if you really get down, maybe relax the head. The stretch isn't going to get any more intense, but this can give you a little bit of traction in the thoracic and the cervical spine. When you're feeling good with that stretch, flat back again as you reach the left, press, and reach the right up toward the sky or the ceiling. Turn the head, engage the cervical spine in this twist, and then sweep it up, toes out, star pose. Engage everything you have, make this work. Neutral pelvis, this kind of sets up our goddess, so leave everything like that, and then squat. Toes out, knees out. Neutral pelvis, it's a little bit hard to really make it neutral, but make that effort by squeezing your abs. Shoulders over hips. Maybe hands doing something cool. We're already low, so let's go to Monkey Town. Compressing into the back, keeping that knee up and away. Front leg is straight. Remember to breathe. Let's do it on the left. Stepping it up, top of the mat, top of the space, top of the bedroom, wherever you're doing this, up nice and easy. Hands on hips, shifting to the right. Left back, nice and smooth. Don't fall into it. Set that foot down, turn, opposite side of the mat, 2 straight legs. Straight back, forward fold. Maybe you even want to grab something that helps you come down here, if that's useful to you. If you find yourself so low that your head touches, well, that probably means you want to get a little higher to maintain the stretch. Back up to a flat back, right hand down, press left hand up, looking up for that thumb with the right eye. Breathing, relaxing the face. You want to engage, but don't engage stuff that you don't have to. Sweep it, reach it, star pose. Make it work. From the fingers down to the toes. And now, goddess pose. Hopefully you feel yourself a little lower each time. That's kind of the idea. That's kind of the idea of yoga, actually. That's why consistency in practice is really the only trick. That and breathing. You sort of have to breathe. Shift it. Flying monkey to the back. And if you're normal, you probably have one side that feels more open or tighter or whatever than the other. That just means you're human. Front leg straight, even engage that quad to turn the toes out, external rotation, and let's sit up for the last time. Front of the space, rise up nice and easy. We'll speed it up a little but we'll go a little deeper, so we're actually doing more work. You can do it. Last one. Squatting down a little bit, sort of like the chair. Hands on hips, shifting left. Stepping it back nice and smooth. Find your depth. Turning, straight legs, straight back. Fold as far as you can. Maybe you want to get a grip. That's cool. Maybe you can barely reach your knees. That's also cool. From here, up, flat back, left hand down, reach right arm up, twist. Big breath. Big exhale on the next inhale, sweeping it down. Rise up to star. 2 straight legs. Engage everything. Toes point out. Bring it down to goddess. As low as you can this time. Make it count. Don't save energy. There's only one more side. And now, since we're already low, we'll shift it. Flying monkey on the right. Last side of day 2. You can do it. Forward. Rise up. Hands on hips. Bending the knees. Stepping back nice and easy. Turning to that side of the mat. Straight legs, straight spine, rounding, or not rounding at the bottom maybe, straight until we get down. Then maybe we round and grab something. Again, if your head's down, you probably need to get some height. Right arm plants, left arm reaches. Remember to breathe. Time it on exhale, next big inhale. Star pose, toes out. Everything's engaged. Setting us up for goddess. Squatting down, lowest one ever. Knees out, toes out. Shoulders over hips, and flying monkey. Last one, best one, make it count. Remember to breathe. 3, 2, 1. Back to the front. Rise up. Nice and easy. Here's the last pose. Reach the right arm out. Hook it with the left. Reach back. Pat yourself on the back for a job well done. You made it to day 2. 3 days to go. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the little bell, and I'll see you tomorrow.
But the whole point of the machine is to relieve you of that suffering.